Hello, and welcome to Mom Live. Thank you for being here on today. And today we have some good stuff coming today we have some good stuff coming to you. You may have gotten motivated recently, and maybe you saw an awesome speaker, or you got a stinging dose of honesty from a friend or family member, or maybe you had a coaching session or participated in a boot camp. But initial motivation often fades. Taking action towards your dreams and goals is clearly vital, but it's not always easy to stay consistent and build momentum. However, taking action is one of those important pieces to the puzzle, along with proper planning and the drive to succeed. Those that take action are the ones that see results. How do you motivate yourself to continue working toward your goals, especially when you face challenges? Although some strategies will motivate you more than others, it's good to experiment with several different ways of finding your motivation. Then when the chips are down, you can depend on one of these strategies to get back on track and keep you going strong. So again, welcome to Mompreneur HQ, where we help moms start, grow, and scale home-based virtual businesses so that they can build the life of their dreams without neglecting themselves or their families in the process. If you are here with us live, please be sure to hit #live so that we know that you are here with us live. And if not, and you're catching us on a replay, we would love to see you put in #replay and any comments that you have. Please remember that since we have today's message, today is 12 hacks to motivate yourself to take action. 12 hacks to motivate yourself to take action. So that means 12 bullet points that you might want to write down. So make sure that you have a writing utensil and some paper so that you can take some good notes on ways to stay motivated. It can be so difficult at times to stay motivated. And as I mentioned earlier, you get all excited about something and then it's like a deflated balloon and it slowly goes down, that motivation. So we're going to talk about ways that you can stay motivated. And don't forget, if you indeed find value in our live today, please go out and share it. We want you to like it. We want you to comment, and we want you to share this live. All right, so without further ado, I am Rashida Green. I am the host of the Mompreneur HQ community. I am a Christian wife, mother of 2, and an entrepreneur, a multi-passionate entrepreneur at that. So it's a lot of different things that I like to do and try out. And so when I'm doing things, like I said, I get motivated. I'm like, yes, gung-ho. I have coaching sessions, either with my coach or with people that I coach. And I get so excited, so pumped up. And then 2 days later, I'm not. So to keep myself motivated, there are some hacks that I'd like to share with you and some techniques to help you indeed not only keep motivated, but also to take action. So the first one I'd like to share is know your why. When you try to accomplish goals that other people set for you, you're less likely to be motivated about it. Why? Because they set that goal for you and you're trying to achieve a goal that someone else put before you, and you kind of like, if there's no real reward attached to it, a personal reward attached to it, you may not do it for the right reasons, and therefore it's easy for you to get distracted and unmotivated. So we want you to take a look at your goals and make sure that your goals that you have are for yourself, not goals for other people, not goals that they want you to achieve, but if they're goals that you want to achieve for yourself, that will be your motivation. And if they're not, then you may want to set them aside and reassess where you're going. All right? So, tip number 2, or hack number 2, remember the pain points. It's a sales lingo. Pain points is a sales word, and sales and marketing word that we use to identify problems that come about when the solution being offered is not taken. So you want to try to keep in mind all the things that could or will happen if you don't stay the course. For example, if you were once motivated to go running 3 times a week, think about what will happen if you don't get the exercise that you need. If you don't go out 3 times a week, how does that impact your health? How does it impact your weight? How does it impact your mood for the day? Because sometimes just getting out there and getting that run or that walk and clearing up your mind, it really does help. So that's remembering the pain points. Do you really not want to do this goal? Do you really not want to be motivated to get to the point that you set, the point that you set out, that bar that you've set? Do you really not want to get there? You say you want to be an entrepreneur and you want to be able to have financial freedom and financial security. If you don't take the necessary steps to start your business or to protect your business or to grow your business now, what does that mean for your financial freedom goal? Right? So that's a pain point to remember. Do I want to stay in my brokenness, or do I want to start making money and getting financial security? All right. Hack number 3, break your goals into smaller attainable steps, especially if you're working towards a big goal like becoming a millionaire, right? Break it up into a series of small steps that you can achieve little by little. And after each step, you got to celebrate and reward yourself for the job that you've already done. So a lot of times we don't do that, and sometimes we just think it's because, well, this is what we're supposed to do, so what's the reward for? But really it does help for your motivation, because if you set milestones in each, if you break down a goal and you set milestones to reach that goal, then those little rewards are like little breadcrumbs to a bigger slice of the pie, or to the bigger cake, or to the bigger bread pudding, whatever the prize is. So if you do that, it definitely does help in keeping you motivated, and it does help that you're actually getting these special treats during the process. So that's definitely something you want to consider. So because with these small steps, you'll be more likely to stay on track, because of the rewards will start coming more frequently as you meet your milestones. Another hack, number 4, don't play leapfrog. And I mean leapfrog by feelings of emotions can sometimes slip into the category of finding the next high. Instead of bouncing from goal to goal to goal, you want to make sure you finish what you start before getting motivated about something else. Because, this sounds similar to shiny object syndrome, SOS, shiny object syndrome, where you're excited about this one thing and you see something else, now you're excited about that, you drop the other thing altogether. Well, you don't want to do that. You want to make sure that you finish what you start before getting motivated about something else. If you really like, another example is this: if you really like language and you made a goal for yourself to learn French before you start thinking, oh, I could learn Spanish and German, and slow down. One thing at a time. Know your limits. That's hack number 5. And we would love to think that we're limitless and that we are not bound by any time and constraints. But you need to know your limits. You know yourself better than anyone knows you. And only you can identify your personal limits. If you move too slowly, you'll know deep down inside that you could be taking more action. It might be a little subconscious or a little angel on the side saying, you know you can do better. Why are you doing this subpar work? You know you can do better. Why are you laying on this couch when you know you got 16 things to do on your to-do list and you just chilling? You know you can do better. So it's knowing yourself and knowing your limits, because there are times when you try to do too much. Then you risk burnout. Figure out what that sweet spot is where you can achieve success without much stress, and you'll remain motivated to keep taking action. 6, take away your distractions. This is a hard one because like most of us, we are working from home. So working from home, we have everything at our disposal, including the washing machine, the dishwasher, the microwave. So while we're working, we're washing clothes. Then while we're working, we're heating up lunch and cooking dinner. While we're working, you get the drift, right? Oh, well, while this is printing out, I'll jump in the shower real quick. There's so much distractions from working at home. And although we think that that we can just do everything, multitask all the time, we really have to remove ourselves from these situations when we know that we need to be taking action. We work on computers and laptops and iPads. And in working using these same technologies to do work, they also serve for social purposes. So we might be getting pop-ups and alerts and notifications about Facebook, Instagram, and all these other things, and they are distractions. So again, removing yourselves from these distractions just might mean turning off your notifications during your work hours, limiting your social media time during your work hours. I know it can be hard because sometimes if you're a social person, you may need to just stay away from your friends and family during those times you want to work. And this is incredible enough. I think some people, let me just backtrack. So we want to be able to work from home. And we know we want to set ourselves apart from these distractions so that we can do the work that we know we need to do. And now a lot of companies and firms are a lot more understanding when you're working from home, especially at the point when kids were in school and, or rather taking school at home, so virtual learning. And so they knew kids might bust into your meeting or might open the door or might walk past or what have you because they understood you were working from home. But let me just tell you how yesterday I had a meeting, and I basically got put out the meeting because my child came busting in the room demanding to watch her show that I put on for her using my phone, these technologies. So I was casting a show into the game room where she can watch it while I had my brief. It was not that long of a meeting, but I needed to get it done. And she bust through in the house, in the room, and proceeded to try to tell me what she wanted to watch. And I was like, no, baby, not now. Mommy's in a meeting. Well, this was not acceptable to my 3-year-old. She proceeded to cry and flail her arms. And despite the fact that I put the caller on mute while I tried to address this situation, when I unmuted, I was explaining the answer to the question, and then I went back to mute, and the person said, maybe there might be another time that we can meet. So I got kicked off the call because I had a screaming child in the background. Sometimes you just have to take yourself out of the situation where you are going to have distractions. I thought it would be easy peasy, cast a show, she'll watch the show, and then I'll be able to just have my meeting in the house. I will know for next time. Now, there's two sides to that coin, because on the other hand, I was like, that's rather insensitive. You could have just waited a minute while I continue to get this girl straightened, and then we could have this conversation. So that's another side of the coin. But, I'm trying on my professional. So anyway, sometimes we just need to take ourselves from out of the situation to avoid having these types of distractions that can kind of like deflate our motivation. Hack number 7, ask for help Ask for help. Don't be afraid to get help from others. There's only so much you can accomplish in one day all by yourself, in 24 hours by yourself. It's true that sometimes you'll have to accomplish certain things on your own. You can build a business and be the face of your business without doing every single job within your business. Each business has roles, and if you establish SOPs or standard operating procedures that people can follow, that would be excellent in getting you the help that you need and the support that you need to run your business. If you need a virtual assistant to help you get your goals met, then maybe that's what you do. Consider that a budget item in your budget, but also consider it an investment, because you're going to be investing in your business, you're investing in yourself, and the government, if you are a recognized entity, appreciates you being a business owner and therefore gives you some tax breaks, which would include if you have employees or contractors working for your business. So consider getting the help. If there's any way at all that someone else can help, consider that possibility. Hack number 8, find an activity that energizes you. Sometimes you'll find that there's a period in the day where you go into a slump, whether that's after breakfast, after lunch, or just midday or late around 3 p.m. Sometimes I get to yawning and kind of have to drink some cold water or something to get me refreshed, or take a walk in the middle of the day to get my mind, going again. And that's fine. Maybe you have trouble starting your engines in the morning, or perhaps it's the afternoon that causes you to feel sluggish. In these times, you want to find some activity to remotivate and energize you. And one thing that can energize you is a good exercise routine. I think I spoke about midday routines in another group that I was a guest on as in their live. But a good exercise routine. It'll get your heart rate up and send fresh oxygen to your brain. You'll start feeling more refreshed, and it'll help you think more clearly and make you feel like you're feel more like doing work, instead of being so tired, drawn out, and you just wish you could close your laptop and just walk away, right? Hack number 9, get organized. If you want to stay motivated, you need to work a little to keep the motivation alive. Otherwise, it will just slip into the traffic stream of life's feelings that inevitably comes over everyone. Life happens. Just like happiness, sadness, or anger, motivation will become just another feeling unless you make it a purposeful priority. You have to put your goals on the calendar and make an action plan. Which just ties in pretty much to number 10 as well. Hack number 10, keep a tight schedule. A good schedule and organized plan will help keep you motivated and on track. Why? Because now you have something to go off of. Now you have organization. Now you know exactly what you're going to be doing when. And you're like, okay, well, if this is coming, if I only have 25 minutes to do it, I have to do it. If I only have 17 minutes left, then I really need to get my hustle on. So that will keep you, having a tight schedule will help you to stay motivated and on track. And in the beginning phases of planning your goals, be very specific when deciding what you need to do and when. This way, when you complete a step, you won't have to spend time figuring out what you're supposed to do next. You'll already have it lined up. You'll already have it scheduled. And hack number 11, visualize. Picturing the end result of your goal can go a long way towards continuing your motivation to succeed. And it has some seriously awesome side effects, right? The positive energy you build around that imagery will affect you at a subconscious level, while the mental affirmation that you can achieve it will do loads for your self-confidence. which will also help you stay the course. Just think about it. You have a goal of, I don't know, you have a goal of starting a business and making $10,000 in 1 month. What does $10,000 a month mean to you? What bills can you pay? What debt can you pay off? What impact will that have on your family? What vacations can you plan? Think about it. Visualize that. And then tie it into, if I take action now, if I do this, I can have that. And that's what I really want. So I'm going to do this so I can have that. And it becomes cyclical, and it becomes something in your mind. If you can visualize it, if you can see it, you can believe it, you can achieve it. Right? If you believe it, you can achieve it. So if you visualize that thing and you put your thoughts into that, and that is some motivation. And if you start, as we talked about in our earlier bullet point, when we talked about setting our goals and making them smaller, when we talked about hack number 3, break your goals into smaller attainable steps. When we said that, if you do those smaller attainable steps and you're rewarding yourself along the way, could you imagine the self-confidence that you build up from that? And then to think, if you stay your course, that the end result would be that big goal that you had, and to be able to achieve that goal, to be able to say that you did it, you'd be like, I did that, right? That is so awesome in itself, to be able to accomplish the goals that you set out. So we're going to wrap up with hack number 12. But if you are just joining us, or this is your first time with us, be sure to drop a hashtag live or hashtag replay, and then comment on what you saw, what value you found, what aha moments you had from our 12 hacks today. And yes, we are talking about 12 hacks to motivate yourself to take action. So if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding that, definitely want you to respond, and we will get back to you in the comments. And let's go to hack number 12. We want you to let go of stuff beyond your control. When it comes to motivation, it can be easy to give up because things just don't go according to the plan. I can be that type of person. If I have a plan and something goes haywire or it goes left, I can have a hard time reeling it in. But I do think it's sometimes circumstantial, because I can be very flexible at times too. So it depends on what it is. I grew up in church and my motto has always been get in where you fit in. And one of the things in building Mompreneur HQ, I always said, I like to fill in the gap. I like to, whatever's missing, whatever part is missing, I like to be able to get in there, fill in the gap so that things can get done. And that does really help in business and in life, because when things don't go the way they're planned and you get knotted up and just drop the whole ball because it's not going the way you want it to go, you're not going to be motivated to continue, and that goal that you set won't get accomplished. So you want to try to let go of stuff that's beyond your control. Learn it, let go of those things, and otherwise they'll reduce your motivation to succeed. And we all want to succeed. If you want to succeed, you can do it through purposeful actions. Just think about what you've done to accomplish goals in the past. Chances are you had a plan and followed through with it. It might not always be easy, but when you remain motivated, you'll reach whatever goal you set out to do. So we hope that you are able to get some value from our 12 hacks to motivate yourself to take action. 1, know your why. 2, remember the pain points. 3, break your goals into smaller, attainable goals. 4, don't play leapfrog. 5, know your limits. 6, take away your distractions. 7, ask what you need. 8, find an activity that energizes you. 9, get organized. 10, keep a tight schedule. 11, visualize. And finally, number 12, let go of the stuff beyond your control. Well, I certainly want to thank you all for hanging out with me today in the Mompreneur HQ as we put on for you today Mom Live every Wednesday at 2 p.m. and today's topic, 12 hacks to motivate yourself to take action. If you want to learn more about the Mompreneur HQ and what we do, certainly visit us at www.themompreneurhq.com. If you are about to start a business or you have a business and you want some clarity on your next steps and how you can start, grow, or scale your business, certainly reach out to me at www.themompreneurhq.com/clarity, CLARITY-call, CALL, so that you can set up a 20-minute appointment for us to discuss what it is that you're doing, how I can help, and if we are a good fit to work together to get it done. All right. I am so glad you were able to join me today. And if you need motivation to start a business, I have 10 reasons to start a home-based virtual business now. It is a free resource to get you motivated to start a business. You can find that at the www.themompreneurhq.com/10, the number 10 reasons. Thank you for joining us once again. I look forward to seeing you all again at our next meeting next Wednesday at 2 p.m. And again, if you are here live, do hashtag live. If you're here replay, hashtag replay. And I'll address any questions or concerns in the comments. And definitely, if you got some value from this here live today, share it with your business bestie, your friends. And I look forward to our next meeting. Until then, bye-bye.